Hi, I'm here at theurgicon with Glenn Turner, the inventor, if you will, the designer of theurgicon and theurgicon. Glenn, why don't you tell us a little, first of all, about your background? You've been involved in paganism for a couple of years, I understand.
Oh yeah, a few. Let's see. Well, okay, we can go into the history. I first became involved in about 40 years ago in doing a Wiccan tradition we called the Root back then, because we couldn't find any other witches, so we had to do our own. So that was 40 years ago, and then after a while got involved with Covenant of the Goddess, and at one of the, they didn't call them Merry Meet, but the festival was in Ancient Ways, they called it. And so we had a Covenant of the Goddess Grand Council there, and then that moved on to another part of the country, and they abandoned the name Ancient Ways and the festival, and I thought, well, we need something in California, and so I adopted the name and continued the festival, which still continues to this day, so that's probably 27 years now. Taking the name Ancient Ways, I opened a retail shop. I've been involved in ceremonial magic in the OTO since the early 80s, and have a group called Serious Encampment. I'm currently working in Brit Trad Coven, and I started theurgicon 17 years ago because I went to science fiction conventions and I thought, this is so much fun. We could do this with pagans, so I enjoy a good party, so theurgicon ensued, and everybody seems to like it, so we're still doing that.
Now, how long has that been going on?
17 years ago.
17 years, and I think I attended the first one as a 10-year-old, probably. So what was the seed, the seminal moment of developing theurgicon?
theurgicon came together last year when I noticed, since I work with the programming setup and design, that we had several events that should not be opposite each other, and they needed to follow sequentially. And so we set things up so that you could make sure that you weren't, back to back with Chaldean oracles or Hermetic magic or Neoplatonism and so on. And so that was very successful, and it just sort of planted the seed in my mind that it would be fun to do something that was really, really focused on theurgy and Neoplatonism and the becoming as the gods and the actual great work, which is the basis for much of ceremonial magic and Wicca too, because one of the things we do in Wicca that makes it so powerful is to embody the gods and to invoke the gods and to connect with them. And that's really the aim of Neoplatonic theurgy, where you work with the gods.
So obviously it was a success. I think you had maybe 2 empty chairs in the entire room. Congratulations.
Good.
What are your plans for the future now?
Well, we'll do it again, and one of the plans is to have some proceedings of this year's theurgicon, so we're hoping to transcribe the tapes or get copies of material that the presenters had, put that into book form or some sort of obtainable form. One of the plans for the website theurgicon is to have that as a forum where there could be bibliographies and continuing dialogues. I'm hoping to set up something that could work as a forum and have it really work, though that remains to be seen. The rest of it, though, putting documents up and so on, should be continuing. Then, of course, next year we'll do it again, more likely in the July-August timeframe than this particular weekend.
Now, this was about theurgy and the basis of theurgy and its history. Do you intend to continue the discussions strictly about theurgy, or do you wish to open other academic avenues?
I don't know yet.
So it's a work in progress.
That's a good question.
It's a work in progress.
I would like to see, something about Pythagoreanism or some of the other things that would be part of that milieu of the Neoplatonic theurgical tradition. And we'll just see where it goes. There may be some other little sprouts coming up from other academic branches.
Well, that's great. Well, Glenn, congratulations on not only a job well done, but a successful job well done, and we wish you many more to come.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I love starting new things, and so as you see, I do things, but they continue. Then I don't quite get the pleasure of something new. So.
Thank you very much, and you can look for this video clip hopefully in the next day or two on the Wild Hunt.
I will look indeed. I've already looked on that site. It's a good site.
And we will probably also run something on the National Public Information Officer site on the Covenant of the Goddess, so look for it there also. Thanks very much. Bye.